Hi everybody. So last week we did some work on a trailer, and then this week we're going to do some work on a giant spool, and hopefully with any luck we're going to make a pretty cool looking table. So follow along.
Get a rhythm when you get.
So all we did was we started with a spool, bought it off from an electrician, made it just hold a bunch of electrical wire. So just split the two halves, then you have an automatic tabletop. Then it's just kind of your preference. Kind of look at it, see what side looks like it's going to need the least amount of work and has the most just kind of cool look to it. See, this one's here stamped, so it's kind of have a nice industrial look to it already. Yeah, this is whatever the company was that that the guy worked for, or the company that supplies the wire. So just kind of go through, pick the one that you want the most, and then there's your tabletop. A little bit of sanding, a little bit of distressing, and should come up with something pretty cool. It's nice though because it's inexpensive. You know, sometimes you can find them for free, sometimes you got to pay for them. This one we had to pay for. But everything that we're going to use and do is just something you can buy locally, and the legs are just stuff you pick up at Home Depot and put it all together yourself. Relatively simple, relatively inexpensive, and they generally turn out and look pretty cool. I've never made one before. This will be my first one like this, but there's not much to it, so let's do it. So for the legs of our table, we're just going to be using just regular galvanized pipe. It's all threaded pipe. It's all pretty simple. Stuff that you can just pick up at your local Home Depot. They come in different various sizes, like common to use sizes. The nice thing about Home Depot is they have a pipe threader there. So if there's a certain size that you want or that you need, you can just tell them like your dimensions. So say you want like 4 pieces at 18 inches or whatever, and they'll just cut them right to size exactly what you need. So then this here is just a T piece. So in other words, it's just, you know, up, down, and then it tees off to the middle. And then in the middle you have a 4-way piece right there. It just kind of holds everything together. So it just keeps the structural integrity up. Helps it balance itself out. Then after you get it, it's just like put together.
Don't take your guns to town, son.
What were they called? Tinker toys? Back in the day? Yeah.
Don't take your guns to town.
Then you just measure it all out. The next thing we're going to have to do is find the dead center between from this to that center hole. Help get everything lined up. So that's what we're going to do next. So ideally you would use a plumb bob, but my garage is a little bit out of order today, so I can't find it. So what we're using is we're just going to use a chalk line. So we're just going to wrap it around the top, and then we center the chalk line on there. Then as the chalk line comes down, it'll find our center on the table. So as you can see, we're pretty close. And after we get that set up, then we'll go through, we'll level each of the legs, get all the legs leveled, get everything nice and tight. After we get that, we'll fasten it down to the bottom half of the table, flip it over and start sanding it.
He had become a man. A dusty cowpoke at his side began to laugh him down, and he heard again his mother's words.
Okay, so here we are. We got everything done and tightened down. So it's what it is. After I found our center on it, get everything measured out, make sure everything is on there right. Set the legs down, make sure they're level. Put a screw in each one to hold them down in place. Or actually, I put 2 screws in each one down to the base to make sure that they were all fastened in securely, which I'll show you here in a minute. And then after I get everything done, make sure everything's level, take it all back apart, and then tighten them down, each one, so that everything is nice and tight. Because all you're using is a pipe wrench. This would be what I would definitely recommend over any other kind. It's just made to grab a hold of it and just tighten it up. And then go to each spot, make sure everything is tight, which everything already is now. I just didn't want the video to be 15 minutes long because this actually took me a fair amount of time. Get everything tightened up, and then go back through, add the other screws to the bases, and see how we look. So now we're getting ready to flip it over, check our top, and get ready to start sanding and making it look cool. So we're doing good. Here we are. So we end up with I don't know why they wanted me to make a table just as tall as I was, but you can see it's pretty sturdy. Looks good, nice height. They're gonna have some tall metal chairs that'll go around it to make it like a regular. So here's the top of the table. So we have a lot to work with. We got a lot of sanding to do just to kind of get all these rough edges. It's not that we don't want it to look rough. We just don't want it to look rough and give you splinters. We want it to look good. And still keep that, you know, still keep the flaws in there. We want to keep the flaws. We just don't want to make sure the flaws don't end up in your hand. Then on the other underside here, you can see how it's all bolted in place. How it all comes together.
On the road again. I just can't wait to get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my friends, and I can't wait to get on the road again. On the road again, going places that I've never been. Get on the road again. The life I love is making music with my.
Okay, so now we got everything sanded down. We didn't take away from the cold look from it. We just got it nice and soft, so when you touch it, it's nice, smooth, and you don't have to worry about picking up a bunch of splinters. So now we're gonna start the finishing project, or a portion of it. So what I'm gonna use this ebony, which is a really, really dark color. We're gonna use this to accent some stains, like try to give it like just to create more flaws than what are actually there. So we're gonna use this dark color for those stains. And by stains, I just mean like to make it look like there was an oil spill or something like gone wrong here sometime. And then we're gonna go over it with a classic gray. I've actually never used this color, and I bought it probably 5, 6, 7 years ago, and I've been wanting to use it on something. So this would be a really nice project.